Hey guys, so today we're going to be doing a very exciting video. I'm excited. Basically, I placed an order on Colourpop, e.l.f., and Wet n Wild, and I'm going to be doing a series of trying new products from them. They're not necessarily new to the brand, but they're new to me. I've never tried these products. I bought everything with my own money, not affiliated or anything, but you guys voted on Colourpop first. So that's what we're going to be doing today. Obviously, I put on my foundation already and my eyebrows just because that's all the same. I don't have any new stuff from Colourpop to try for those, you know, things on my face, but I will tell you what I used. I used the Wet n Wild Cushion foundation. I am still loving this. I think it's a really good color match more than anything. It's my favorite thing about it. I don't know if that's the best thing to love about a foundation, but it's important. I haven't powdered my skin yet because we do have some items that I'm going to be trying from Colourpop that needs to go on before powder. Eyebrows, usual, just the Anastasia brow powder in Auburn. Still loving that. One thing that is new to my brow routine though, which is really funny, is Urban Decay actually sent me this Naked Petite Heat palette, which obviously screams me, and I've actually been using this on the front part of my eyebrows because it's a perfect orange to match the orange of my hair. It's been a while since I've dyed my hair. I had to postpone my appointment, so it's been like 10 weeks since I dyed it, clearly based on the roots. But I do like how it's faded to like this light orange. I don't even know, but I am getting it done on April 4th, so I'm very excited about that. Let me know if I should cut it off. Anyway, let me go ahead and just show you the things that I got from Colourpop, and then, you know, like a little haul in the beginning telling you what I'm going to be trying in this video. I do have like multiple lip products, so I'm not going to be trying all of them on, but we'll deal with that when we get to that. So the first thing is this Supernova shadow, which I do believe these are new. This is in the shade Walk of Fame, which is a beautiful orange copper color, which obviously that's the one that I would get. I decided to pick up one of their luster dusts in the shade Strobe Globe, which ends up being like the perfect color. But I mean, I told you guys a million times I'm kind of over the highlighty trend. And I still do it. I'm still sucked into the whole trend. I don't know what it is that is just still appealing to me, even though I said I'm kind of over it. Mostly I'm over it because of my skin texture and like the fine lines, you know, forming on my face as I get older. That, you know, highlight just isn't that flattering anymore. But look at this highlight. This is one thing I'm going to swatch for you guys. It's so, okay, that's not really doing it justice. The color is like the color of my skin, which I really like, so I'm hoping it'll give like a natural looking glow instead of like glitter, shimmer, gold, or pink or whatever. I just like that it's the color of my skin. Come on in. Okay. Someone wanted to say hello. Okay, she's done with that now. So I picked up a concealer, which is one of the reasons why I have not powdered my skin yet. This is the No Filter Concealer. They actually just expanded their shade range to like 30 colors, I think, which is awesome. I got the shade Fair 5, which is now like the 5th or 6th lightest shade. They added so many more pale colors. Wish I would have waited. I mean, this color looks fine, but I don't know how brightening it'll actually be under the eyes, but I'm sure it'll be fine. It looks fine. They actually sent a free product and it said thanks for waiting or something like that, because I guess my package took a while to ship. I wasn't really keeping track. I don't remember. But they sent me a free sculpting stick, which I never use cream contour products, but I thought, what the heck, we're filming this video. Why wouldn't I just use this? The shade is very light. Like, this is very light. I don't know how pale you really have to be for this to be a contour color, but we're gonna do it. We're gonna try it out anyway. I'm thinking this is not supposed to be a highlighty shade because, I don't know, it just has brown on the ends and it says sculpting, which obviously you can sculpt with highlighter as well, but I just assumed it was for contour. Correct me if I'm wrong though. Maybe it's just whatever you want it to be. I don't know. So for lips, I got 5 different colors here. I picked up the lip bundle of the Trifecta, which has My Jam. You know, I'm just going to pull them out first and then tell you. My Jam, which is an ultra glossy lip, which is also a super metallic color. We have Rain, which is an ultra satin lip, which I really wanted to try a satin lip, which is why I got this set, because this color looked really, really beautiful. And then there's the ultra matte lip in the shade Naughty, like not like a knot, which is just, you know, your standard nude matte liquid lipstick. So that's kind of boring for today. I don't know if I'm going to use that, but it came in the set, so there you go. And then I got a lippie stick in the shade Ziggie, which is a matte X, which I think is like an ultra matte kind of thing. My shade entirely. Is there leaf blowers again today? Like, I thought that was Monday. It was like a warm brown color. I mean, it's my usual shade that I wear. And then actually, I cheated a little bit. I have tried this because I really, really wanted to, and I just could not wait. I've had these items for so long, and I also have the e.l.f. and Wet n Wild products already, so I'm a little bit like anxious to get in there and use them, but I have held off except for this. This is a blotted lip, which to me, right up my alley. Like, this concept of just like a slap it on lip color that's like comfortable to wear. It's not matte, it's not glossy, it's not anything. It's just a blotted lip. Like, it looks like you've worn it for a while. Just screams me. Also, this packaging is just so cute. I got it in the shade Candy Floss, and yeah, I just love this packaging. It's like a warm color. It just suits my skin tone so much, and let me just say, this is one of my favorite lip products of all time now. So that's how much I love this. We're not going to be using this today, but I will swatch it later on and show you more about it. But I'm not using it today because I've already used it. And then the finale, the main star of this video, I think is going to be the eyeshadow palette. I had to pick up a palette. This is a Kathleen Lights Colourpop collaboration, Dream Street. This one, there's a palette on Colourpop that screams me, but I decided to go a little bit outside of my comfort zone. This is still within my comfort zone, which you'll see. We'll probably end up doing a look in my comfort zone today just because, but there are shades in here that are a little bit more daring for me. So obviously we have the neutrals, we have some warm colors. That's actually more of like a pink shade, but there's also some greeny blues, like some teals in here, which I'm not used to using. Maybe we'll try to use some of that today. But yeah, so this is the eyeshadow palette we're going to be using today. So first I'm going to start with concealer because I just feel like I need to finish off the face and the skin first before we get started with anything else. One thing about this foundation, it can like settle into my lines here on my, like my smile lines over here, and just emphasize those more. Sorry about the leaf blower in the background. I hope you can't hear that. It's very pigmented. It's kind of a lot. I also do this and a little bit of that. I usually take it onto my lid as well, like when I'm doing my Tarte Shape Tape or something, so I'm just going to do that with this also. It's very brightening. Wow. That looks really good. It creased right away. Like, I don't know if you can tell, but there's a lot of creasing going on. That doesn't usually bother me. It doesn't tell me that it's like a bad concealer, but I know that's like a really hated thing in the, you know, concealer community, but I'll fix that. I do really like the coverage though, and the color is actually perfect for me. This shade, Fair 5. It looks a little heavy on top of foundation, but it's not too bad. For the price, I'd say this concealer is pretty good, but that it does crease. Okay, well, to stop it from creasing more and more, I'm just going to powder under my eyes with the e.l.f. powder. This powder isn't my favorite. You know, I've been using it since that video that I did, a first impressions kind of thing with the new makeup and stuff, where I also tried out the cushion foundation. It's not my favorite powder, but it works. I don't know. I'm trying to keep everything in this video kind of drugstore anyway, so thought it was appropriate to use it, and I have been using it every time I've done my makeup since that video. The only thing is it just can look kind of heavy on top of like more makeup. Okay, so my eyes are looking pretty bright. I like how that looks. We're going to go in with the sculpting stick now. Who knows if this is even going to work as a sculpting stick, because this color, like, are you kidding me? I think this is just too warm also for my skin. Just gonna use my beauty blender. that did absolutely nothing. I don't know. Is it just me? I think this is for like highlighting for different skin tones than mine. Well, I'm just going to balance it out on this side and then we'll go in with powder products later. Yep, cream sculpting things are just never going to be for me, honestly. So that's just a pass. But thanks, Colourpop. Thank you anyway. Let me go ahead and powder the rest of my face. I'm actually going to use just a brush to do so. Lightly dust all over. And because this is a get ready with me, Sarah Hawkinson, we're going to be using the Wet n Wild contour palette. Because it wouldn't be a get ready with me without this. I do have other products, by the way. It's just this one's my favorite in my collection. And then for blush, I'm going to use something I haven't used in a long time. This is the Milani Romantic Rose floral blush thing. So I'm just gonna use a little bit of that. That wasn't really a little if you saw how much I swirled in there. Forgot how much I like this product. It's really pretty. I saw a post on Twitter the other day and it was like, contouring with blush, can that be a new thing? And I am so down for that. Like, I really want to try that. I know it sounds really strange conceptually, but I love the look of putting my blush where I also contour. I've been doing that for so long. I don't necessarily like contour with it, but I like to put my blush all over this area. Okay, love that blush. Looks so good. Now we're going to highlight with the Luster Dust from Colourpop, which I'm so excited. I don't really work with a lot of like loose highlighters, so I'm a little bit nervous. Oh, hello. It's not exactly what I hoped for in my highlighter with this product, but you know, it's not as subtle as I thought it was going to be. Like, look at that. Can you see that? I do like to put highlighter on the bridge of my nose. Just kind of whatever's left here and then here. So just give a glow all around. And then the next thing I like to do is to spray a little spray on my face because I don't like to do that at the end after mascara and everything. So I just like to do it for my skin. This is the Urban Decay All Nighter Pollution Protection. Love that this stuff. Dry off my eyelids so we can get started on the eyeshadow, which I know you guys are very excited to probably not because you know what I'm going to do, but we're gonna try something different. I think I'm gonna try something different. So it doesn't have like a cream shade that I like to use to kind of prep my eyes, so I'm just going to take my contour palette and use that shade. So the fluffy e.l.f. small tapered brush. And sometimes I've been doing this to brighten up that area. Okay, so I'm gonna take this warm kind of like peachy shade. I think it's called, I don't know because it's kind of backwards, like an orange soda kind of shade. I'm just going to use that as my transition color. I actually have a very exciting video coming using this palette. I haven't filmed it yet, but I'm going to wait until I film the Wet n Wild and e.l.f. Get Ready With Me. It's also where I test out those products before filming that one, but I think you guys will like it. Let's just say I'm going to challenge myself a little bit. Okay, next I'm going to take this dark kind of shade, I don't know, burnt orange, sienna thing, whatever, typical me shade. Use this on the outer lid and up into just like the outer portion of my eye. I'm also going to take the same product, same brush underneath the eye. Maybe like 3/4 of the way in though. I know what you're thinking. This is the typical look that I do every single time. We're getting there. We're getting to some cool stuff, okay? I just needed to do the base a little bit in my comfort zone. Forgive me. Okay, now I think at this point I want to do the liquid eyeshadow. We'll come back to that palette though in a second. I just kind of want to put some of this down and then see how that looks and go from there. These don't have the greatest reviews, which you know, I can kind of understand you have to build it up a little bit. It's not like an opaque color. Do you see that? It just all came off of my finger. Like, it's so patchy. I don't know if these are for me. Like, you build it up and it's really pretty, but it doesn't stay like that. These would be pretty if you're doing like a all over like Glossier look. You know how they do like the glossy lid and it's just super natural. But for this kind of thing, I don't know. I mean, I like it, but you can't blend it with your finger and then it just kind of feels wet. I'm gonna put a shade on top of that, I think. Or just like a flat brush. This color right here, which again, typical me shade, but you know, we're getting there. Just want to see how it works when you add a shade on top of it. It's a little bit crumbly. Like I said, these didn't have the best reviews, so I'm not really that surprised. But when I did swatch it on my hand, I mean, you can't trust hand swatches, honestly, because, I mean, it's just not accurate. Okay, so it just looks like some chunks of glitter on my eye, so I'm gonna blend out the edges as best I can. We're just gonna roll with it. Yep, it's just flaking off. This might be a fail here with that shade, but at least now I know. Now I know. I think it's more of an inner corner type of, you know, simple glitter kind of thing. So I want to try to use one of these blues, and I know what you're thinking. That's a little, you know, daring for me, but I don't know which one to do. Maybe a little of this shimmery blue on the inner lower corner, which is kind of why I left that open a little bit. So I'm just gonna wipe off that brush that I used earlier. No, just no. Okay, well, I might have a savior in this palette. I don't know. This is why I don't go outside my comfort zone. I struggle so much. Okay, well, I'm going to take this side and this shade right here, which is like an iridescent, has blue in it. I don't know. Use that on the inner corner. And on top of that other blue, just tone that down a little bit, brighten up that darkness. Like, what? What can I do? What can I do? This lid thing is just really pissing me off. Okay, I'm gonna do something kind of weird, but I'm gonna take this dark blue shade and use that to define the outer part of my eye. I'm not really liking how that shade's blending right now. Getting some fallout. Just gonna place it and then blend it with a different brush, I think. It's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. I thought it'd look a little too like muddled together, but it's okay. I didn't use too many shadows before it, so I'm just gonna, we're just gonna leave it and go with it. I'm gonna take a little bit of it on the lower lash line as well though. I know this is gonna make you guys cringe. I'm gonna go back to the liquid eyeshadow and put it just on the inner corner. You know what's going to salvage this though? Some eyeliner, and I think I'm gonna apply fake eyelashes. Yes, you heard me, we're doing fake eyelashes because this needs like all the help it can get right now, so let me grab those things. Just kidding, we're not doing fake eyelashes because I can only find one of them. So I guess the other one is in my suitcase somewhere because I took them on my trip, and when I opened the package, there's only one in there, unless it's somewhere around here. Anyway, we're gonna go in with some eyeliner. This is just the e.l.f. Liquid Precision eyeliner. Okay, now I'm gonna do some mascara. This is the NYX Worth the Hype. Still really like this, by the way. It's a really good drugstore option. Definitely ended up doing a darker look than I anticipated today, but that's fine. I don't know what lip to do though. I spent some time off camera holding things up and I'm like, ooh, no, not feeling it. I did say I was going to use the Ultra Satin Lip in Rain with this look, but I just don't think it's the right lip, and so I don't want to, you know, try it on, you know, if it's not the right one. Honestly, I think either the lippie stick in Ziggie is going to be the one, or the blotted lip. I mean, I love this lip so much. Like, look at how good that would look. I'm gonna do the blotted lip. You know what? Screw it. I know I got a bunch of new lip stuff, but I'll use it in another video, I promise. But look at how pretty this is. And what's cool is you can do like a swipe and it's like a blotted look, or you could do like another swipe and it's a full look. It's just really comfortable to wear, and it's good for those people who just want like a really easy lip color to like a go-to lip that's not fussy or, you know, you have to touch it up a lot later. It's just really beautiful. I'm obsessed with this, and like I said I wasn't going to use it, but here we are. But I think the peachy tone in it goes with the peachy in the eye, so I think it's a good look. I mean, I tried to salvage it as best as I could with the fails that I experienced along the way. I'm not gonna lie, not a huge fan of these. I thought this the Supernova shadow, that is. I thought it could be kind of a dupe to the Urban Decay, you know, glittery liquid eyeshadow kind of things. And it's just not. It's not as good. It gets really, really clumpy and like flaky really fast. Whereas the Urban Decay one does that as well, but you have to put a lot of it on for it to get to that point. At least in my experience. You know, this is all my experience and my opinion, but this is just what did not work for me as well. I also not a huge fan of the matte shades in that palette. The blue was kind of difficult to blend out, but ended up being okay. I think it's definitely outside my comfort zone. But the lid, like the lid color is just all gone already. Like, where is it over here? You know, like where is it right there? Anyway, that's my Colourpop Get Ready With Me and my opinions on these products. Yeah, take it with a grain of salt. It's just my experience. I'm no expert. I'm just an average person trying out some things. But yeah, let me know your favorite products from Colourpop down below, and any other Get Ready With Me kind of looks, challenges, tutorials, things that you want me to try out on my channel. Leave all that down below. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.